Great, nice. It's a lovely weather outside. Students of psychology as students of mass communication, I'm sure you all have read about the different theories of leadership, the different traits of leaders. But today I'll just try to kind of incorporate some of my practical experiences, some of the experiences which I have gathered through all these years interacting with the people in my career of civil services. Friends, our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji, he actually always led in the emphasis of women power, and he always led emphasis on the power of youth, the Yuva Shakti. And he once had said that I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles. He said that he thought that leadership at one time meant muscles, but today it means getting along with the people. So when we are talking about getting along with the people, it definitely involves your ability to empower them and your ability to transform the paraphernalia or transform the entire ecosystem in which you are working, in which you are aiming to be for. Today is also a very esteemed day that we are celebrating the International Day of Justice, the International Justice Day on 17th of July. I'm sure you all know the importance of this day, that this is the day when there was this establishment of International Criminal Court, the Rome Statute, and then how it led to the ratification or the kind of coming into force the International Criminal Court. And friends, when we talk about justice, justice definitely means inclusivity. Justice definitely means equality. And this ICC has always laid emphasis on three components: the genocide, the war crimes, and the crimes against humanity. So when we talk about justice, it also involves the quality of leadership. Because justice cannot be devoid of empathy. Justice cannot be devoid of compassion. Justice cannot be devoid of principles of integrity and morality. So therefore, friends, any field we talk about, there is a need for you becoming a transformational leader. And these are few things which we have to learn from people around us. When we talk about leadership, we all know there are different kinds of leaderships. First, like the autocratic leadership. Yes, in civil services, almost spending 16, 17 years in service, there are occasions wherein we need to be rule bound. There are occasions where there is urgent law and order situation. So we have to have decisions which are top down approach, top bottom approach. So autocratic leadership. Then there is another style which we term as democratic. What we term as democratic is that you have a team oriented approach. As an officer, this is very, very important. Unless and until you empower your teams, you cannot delegate. And if you cannot delegate, you can't do everything on your own. So it is very important, friends, to delegate, to empower. Transactional leadership, laissez-faire leadership, servant leadership, situational leadership. All these are different kinds of leadership styles which you have heard about. But today we have to kind of reorient and remind ourselves that what is the style of leadership that we are aspiring for to be in our lives. And definitely for me, it is the transformational leadership. We are today in this esteemed hall, which is termed beautifully as the Maslow Hall. Friends, we all know who Maslow was, and we all have read about his needs hierarchy. Needs hierarchy. What is at the bottom of that needs hierarchy?
Physiological needs.
Physiological is, friends, at the bottom. What is at the top?
Self-actualization.
Self-actualization. So friends, before we reach self-actualization, that is actually the epitome wherein you are trying to have the purpose of your life fulfilled. Before that, you also have to reach up to self-esteem. For me, self-esteem could mean like maybe becoming an IS officer at that point of time when I was a student like you. But today, if I look back at my journey, and today, if I look at my own life, what is my need now? It is definitely moving beyond the service, moving beyond what I have already been into, and look forth what further can I contribute. And that is wherein lies the self actualization. So, friends, self actualization is actually you becoming a transformational leader. Very briefly mentioning about my journey into civil services. So my native place is Panipat, Haryana. My father belongs to Panipat. I am born in Delhi, so by and large my education has been in Delhi. Way back in 2003, more than 2 decades back, when I was doing my graduation, friends, I read about civil services in one of the magazines in my college. I was in Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi University, doing my BCom honors, and I was also doing my CS, Company Secretary, which was more towards joining the corporate sector in future. So with that mindset, I was doing my CS course and I was doing my graduation in commerce. So when I read about civil services, I actually kind of felt that this is the place where I should try to be, because this will give me an opportunity of serving the nation and the society and do something for the people directly. Now 10 lakh plus aspirants fill the prelims form, and if we see the list of selection, it is not even 1000 sometimes. So 1000 is generally the list, so we can very well calculate the percentage, it is not even 1%. And then you have no short way to say that no, I will clear civil services, because there are lots of ifs and buts and there is no guarantee. So my father had all those apprehensions in his mind कि क्यों करना है, करे कितने साल लगाएंगे, होगा नहीं होगा, कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर में करियर शुरू हो जाएगा तो उसमें अच्छी नौकरी मिल जाएगी, लाइफ ठीक ठाक चलेगी. और एक सबसे ज़्यादा एप्रीहेंशन ये था कि अगर बेटी ज़्यादा पढ़ जाएगी तो सूटेबल मैच नहीं मिलेगा शादी के लिए. ये हमारी फैमिली में बहुत एक इनग्रेन बिलीफ हमेशा से रहा है कि बेटियों को लिमिटेड एजुकेशन दी जाए तो ठीक है, इट इज़ ओके, शी शुड बी हैप्पी, वेल सेटल्ड. सो बट देन आई केप्ट ऑन discussing and it went on like around 5-6 months for me to convince them. And then my father said ki okay, if you want to do, we will not stop you, but have a realistic assessment and always try to have a plan B in your life. So by plan B, Papa meant ki if you are not able to clear civil services, then what will you do? Your education should not go into waste. Because Papa had done CA at that point of time. Out of the 10 siblings, he was the only one who came out of village. पानीपत में कॉलेज उन्होंने किया, वहाँ रह के CA की एजुकेशन की और फिर अपनी जो प्रैक्टिस है वो सेटअप करने के लिए वो दिल्ली आए. सो ही न्यू द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ एजुकेशन, बट एक समाज का एक प्रेशर हमेशा रहता है. So he could not avoid that. So he supported me full-heartedly, and then he suggested to have a plan B. So friends, my graduation was by that time complete. In 2004, I gave the entrance exam for LLB, because CS LLB are considered to be a safer option when we talk about the corporate sector. So मैंने LLB में admission लिया. I started my law classes. I also started my part-time service as a company secretary. उसके 2 कारण थे. One reason was of course that I wanted to फाइनेंस माई हायर स्टडीज़. अभी ग्रेजुएशन भी हो गई और एक क्वालिफिकेशन प्रोफेशनल आ गई है, तो भी घर से कब तक पैसे लेंगे. सो I kind of tried to support my education at least partially, and I also started my job with the intention कि कुछ experience मुझे मिलते रहना चाहिए. I am not totally out of date when after 2-3 years if I am not clearing, it should not happen that I am not aware of कि industry में चल क्या रहा है. So with this intention I took the job, and at that point of time I also started my civil services preparation. So it was not easy those 3 years 2004 to 2007-8 जब मैंने एग्ज़ाम क्लियर करके मैं सिविल सर्विसेज में आई. सो लॉ की क्लासेस, देन योर जॉब विच ऑल्सो नीड्स यू टू गो टू ऑफिस इफ नॉट डेली देन एटलीस्ट वीकली और फोर्टनाइटली. एंड बिसाइड्स दैट योर प्रिपरेशन इज इन इट सेल्फ अ फुल टाइम काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग. डेली 8 से 10 घंटे पढ़ने हैं, और जो पढ़ रहे हैं उसको समझ भी आना है, रिवाइज भी करना है. So things were not easy, but yes, I think it was my determination and my kind of goal which I had given to myself that I gave what I could. So I appeared for my first attempt in 2006, but unfortunately I flunked. So I flunked in mains. So prelims, I cleared. Civil services has 3 stages: prelims, mains and interview. I cleared mains, but I did not get an interview call. सो फ्रेंड्स, उससे पहले नंबर कम ज़रूर आए होंगे मेरे, लेकिन फेल नहीं हुई थी. एंड फेलियर ऑल्सो एट दिस लेवल विच वी कैन से दैट इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ अ लाइफ चेंजिंग थिंग दैट यू आर flunking at this level wherein you have so many things to risk. So I took a break for a few days. I was very much demotivated, did not have clarity, and then I gave a commitment to myself. Now whatever would be my attempt, that should be my best attempt. And then when my mark sheet was released from the mains examination, I could see the reason why I failed. The reason why I failed was that I scored very less marks in the general studies. Failure ना आए ऐसा नहीं होगा. आप स्टूडेंट हैं, आप बहुत सारे एस्पिरेशंस रखते हैं, यू हैव लॉट ऑफ पोटेंशियल, बट देयर विल बी सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, मे बी इन योर प्रेजेंटेशन, इन योर प्रोजेक्ट और इन योर एग्जामिनेशन, देयर विल बी सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इन विच यू विल नॉट स्कोर the way you expect, maybe at the first time, but that should not stop you. That should actually force you to kind of revise and reevaluate that why you flunked, why you could not score, right? And how do we improvise? कोई भी व्यक्ति जो सक्सेसफुल आपकी नजरों में है, किसी की भी बायोग्राफी, ऑटोबायोग्राफी पढ़ लीजिए उठा के. Nobody had success served on a platter to them. Everybody has to have that share of struggle. Nobody. So friends, coming to the transformational leadership, few principles which when I was preparing this talk, few pointers which I could think of that I'll share with you now. So one is the vision or the thinking. As a leader, you have to firstly have a clarity in your vision, right? That what is your aim, what is your objective, what is your vision? So that is very, very important. And the next thing is that you also need to have that integrity and courage. Because if you have visualized, for example, you want this goal to be achieved for your team, it is quite possible that there will be obstacles. But those obstacles should not be stopping you. So your integrity will lead and guide you to achieve that with your courage. That is very important. And along with that, what is also important is your emotional intelligence or the compassion. Everywhere now we talk about EI and EQ, right? And as students of psychology, I'm sure you are experts in that what are the components given by Mr. Daniel Goleman, the 5 components: self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, social skills, relationship management. So this emotional intelligence is very, very important when we are aspiring to be a transformational leader. Then also very important thing is your adaptability, to innovations. You cannot be redundant, you cannot just be static, because change is the constant. Every day new things are coming up, so you have to kind of upgrade yourself, you have to adapt, you have to innovate. And also, what is, friends, very important as a transformational leader is that you need to maintain your consistency. It is not possible that you achieve a task now and then you are relaxed. Yes, of course you should be relaxed, you should be celebrating, but then look forward for your next goal, what you want to have for you as an individual, for your team. Very and the most important thing which I feel as a leader is your empowering others. The act of empowering others, the act of collaboration, the act of inclusivity. अगर हम सिर्फ अपने स्वार्थ के बारे में सोच के चलेंगे तो हो सकता है सक्सेस आपको मिले, बट वो शॉर्ट टर्म रहेगा. And only if we have a longer term vision of empowering others with our own journey, that will only establish you as a transformational leader. And friends, why do these principles matter to you? Or do they actually matter to you? क्या ये सब ज़रूरी है हमें सोचने के लिए कि क्या हमारे अंदर ये ट्रेड्स हैं या नहीं हैं, या आप अपने आप ही आपको लगता है कि आएंगी? कुछ चीज़ें डेफिनेटली आपके अंदर आएंगी. There are some inbuilt traits that nobody can deny, but then there are some traits which you can acquire. There are some inherent or inborn qualities, but then there are some traits which you can acquire. For example, मैं अपने एक एग्जाम्पल यहाँ देती हूँ. जब मैं स्कूल में थी, I was actually afraid of public speaking. I never participated. I'm telling you, you can ask if you get an opportunity to ask my teachers in the school. I did my schooling from DAV Public School, Pushpanjali Enclave. I never participated on stage events. It was only literary, writing, academic, जिसमें involved होता था, उसमें I would participate. And even after my selection into civil services, I joined my training at Labasna, Mussoorie. And in that I actually enrolled myself into a debate competition. And I kind of thought of कि अब तो सिलेक्शन हो गया है एंड सभी कर रहे हैं, मेरे टीममेट्स जो मेरे बैचमेट्स हैं वो भी कर रहे थे, तो आई थॉट कि आई विल ऑल्सो डू. एंड फ्रेंड्स, जब मैंने वहाँ गई, मैं स्टेज पे गई, क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस मुझे पहले से कभी थी ही नहीं, तो जितना मैंने एक्सपेक्ट किया था उससे भी बुरा मेरा परफॉर्मेंस हुआ. I actually could not complete only, and I was under such a kind of a humiliation that I was taken aback. That अभी ऑफिसर बनने के बाद भी मेरे को मतलब I actually thought कि things will come automatically, but नहीं हुआ. And as an officer it's a compulsion for you to communicate. तो मेरे माइंड में यही सवाल मेरे को अंदर झंझोकता रहा कि ऐसे ही रहेगा तो मैं काम कैसे करूंगी? हाउ विल आई कम्युनिकेट विद पीपल? एंड मोर टू एड टू दैट वरी वॉज दैट माई कार्डर विच वॉज अलॉटेड वॉज त्रिपुरा. एंड त्रिपुरा में आई नो कि पीपल डोंट स्पीक हिंदी और इंग्लिश मच. आई हैव टू लर्न बंगाली. सो मैं जब वहाँ गई, मेरा सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट एक ही एजेंडा था कि मुझे बात करनी है ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, irrespective of I am speaking less, I am speaking what accent. वहाँ पे मैंने जाके रिटर्न बंगाली सीखी, मैंने जाके स्पोकन बंगाली सीखी. एंड बिलीव मी, इट टुक मी एफर्ट्स, बिकॉज मैं ऑफिस के बाद में आई यूज टू प्रैक्टिस एंड आई रिक्वेस्टेड माई DMN कलेक्टर, जो मेरे ट्रेनिंग में कलेक्टर थे, उनको बोला दैट सर आई हैव टू वर्क ऑन दिस इफ़ यू कैन हेल्प. तो उन्होंने एक ऑफिस में, DM ऑफिस में, देयर वाज अ लेडी हु वाज वर्किंग एट अ क्लरिकल लेवल, बट शी वाज गुड इन लैंग्वेज. सो उनको रिक्वेस्ट किया, शी यूज्ड टू कम एंड असिस्ट मी इन स्पोकन एंड रिटन बंगाली. एंड जब मैंने घर में बताया कि मैं क्लासेस में कर रही हूँ, तो एवरीबडी वाज सेइंग कि अरे ये क्या ज़रूरत है, इतना तो ज़रूरत नहीं है, अपने आप हो जाएगा. बट फ्रेंड्स नहीं होता है अपने आप. एंड देन whenever I used to tour, whenever I used to sit in my office, I tried that I speak in the local language. Tripura is a very beautiful state in the northeast, and there we have majority Bengali population, and we also have tribal population almost like 25%, and there are 19 major tribes and then some 30 plus sub tribes. So the majority language spoken by the tribal population is Kokborok. उसको भी थोड़ा थोड़ा सीखा मैंने, but Bengali of course was my focus. So then I started conversing so fluently that people who were there, they used to kind of think that probably my education has been in Kolkata, therefore I can speak Bengali. So friends, when you are aiming things high in your life, you cannot do without your consistent efforts, and you have to actually give those targets to yourself. वो अपने आप नहीं होगा, इनहेरेंट चीज़ें होती हैं, बट बहुत सारी चीज़ें आपको डेवलप करनी होंगी. Public speaking communication is also one very very important component when we are discussing about leadership. You have to communicate well, you have to communicate with clarity in your thoughts, in your talk. Also, I would also include one important aspect, because I can see so many women in this hall. It is very heartening to see that they are coming from different parts of the country and they are taking the courses, education in different fields. Friends, as a woman in civil services, I can say that journey is not smooth. There are lot of still doubts surrounding you. And मेरी कुछ ऐसी जगह पे पोस्टिंग रही जहाँ पे I was the first woman officer to be posted. So उन्होंने कभी उस प्रोफाइल में लेडी ऑफिसर को देखा ही नहीं, त्रिपुरा भी और हरियाणा भी. So you have to keep proving yourself, and it is not easy, but it is not also difficult, because once you prove your intentions to be genuine, and once you kind of interact with the stakeholders, which are like public, which are media, which are other stakeholders who are there, the different opinion makers in the society, that stakeholders in the society, once they know that yes, you are there with a genuine intention to work for the people, they will come all out to support you in your efforts. And that is how I have been trying. And friends, now we see women in this country, they are achieving heights and heights. Day before yesterday, I was in interaction with a para archer, a very small little girl, 17-year-old girl, Miss Payal Nag, para archer. I was interacting with her on my podcast, Shikhar Ka Safar, and Payal came with her coach, Mr. Kuldeep ji, who is training her in Katra, Jammu. So when Payal was almost 8 years old, she was in her home. She belongs to Bolangir district, Odisha, belonging to a kind of poor family. She met with an unfortunate accident in which, due to electrocution, her both arms and her both legs had to be cut off. So ये बच्ची के ना ही दोनों हाथ है ना ही दोनों पैर हैं. So उस टाइम में उसको of course depression हुआ, but she, with her spark in her eye, she always was saying one thing consistently during the interaction, that she never lost the hope to live. And उसकी मदर को गांव वालों ने आके ये भी बोला, ये तो लड़की है और अब इसमें बचा ही क्या है, तुम इसको मार दो. You should, why she should survive? There is no point in her surviving. तो ये तक भी बोला, तो उनकी मदर ने बोला कि मैं अपनी बच्ची को कैसे मार सकती हूँ, मैं क्यों मारूं. पायल ने स्कूल रिज्यूम किया. शी स्टार्टेड पेंटिंग थ्रू हर माउथ. And then after few years, the collector of that area, he probably saw or read about Payal. And उन्होंने पायल की हेल्प की एंड शी मूव्ड टू एन ऑर्फनेज जहाँ उसको थोड़ी बेटर सुविधाएं मिलनी स्टार्ट हुई एंड शी स्टार्टेड डेवलपिंग दिस आर्ट ऑफ माउथ, मुंह से आर्ट करना, पेंट करना. देन आफ्टर फ्यू इयर्स 2022 में दिस कोच मिस्टर कुलदीप, who was already training a girl with similar condition, Miss शीतल देवी. आई एम श्योर आपने उनका नाम सुना होगा, द पैरा आर्चर हु वन लास्ट ईयर द मेडल फॉर इंडिया इन पैरालंपिक्स. सो वो शीतल को ऑलरेडी ट्रेन कर रहे थे उस टाइम में. उन्होंने इसके बारे में पढ़ा, उन्होंने पायल को कांटेक्ट किया एंड ही रिक्वेस्टेड पायल टू कम. सो इनिशियली तो उनके पेरेंट्स को भी लगा कि क्या करेगी, बट दिस बच्ची शी केम एंड उन्होंने आर्चरी करना स्टार्ट किया. तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट था, दोनों हाथ नहीं है, दोनों पैर नहीं है, कैसे करेगी. सो उन्होंने उसके प्रोस्थेटिक लेग्स डेवलप कराए एंड देन शी स्टार्टेड यूजिंग बोथ लेग्स, मतलब व्हील चेयर पे वो दोनों पैरों से उन्होंने अपना जो बो होता है उसको पकड़ना और मुंह से उन्होंने वो जो कमान होता है धनुष का वो पकड़ के उन्होंने आर्चरी स्टार्ट की. एंड यू नो शी वन लास्ट ईयर नेशनल्स इन पैरा आर्चरी इन जयपुर. और शीतल देवी के सामने उन्होंने compete करके उसको भी वो ऑलरेडी हरा चुकी है. और जर्नी वहाँ ख़त्म नहीं हुई. फिर क्या हुआ कि देयर वाज सम काइंड ऑफ फीडबैक फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड organization that she cannot use both legs. She had to change her technique and now she is using only one leg and this upper portion of her body and she is again competing now. इस वक्त वो दिल्ली आई हुई थी वर्ल्ड चैम्पियनशिप्स के ट्रायल के लिए. इन बिटवीन शी ऑल्सो वन सिल्वर एट द खेलो इंडिया पैरा गेम्स. और जब पायल से मेरी बात, जितनी बार भी मेरी बात हुई, उसने एक ही बात बोली दैट शी वांट्स टू ब्रिंग अ गोल्ड फॉर ओलंपिक्स इन इंडिया. एंड आई एम वेरी मच कॉन्फिडेंट दैट विद द काइंड ऑफ passion and fuel in her own self, she is definitely going to get that glory for us. So friends, ये जो लाइफ के लिविंग एग्जाम्पल्स है ना, ये मेरे को भी रोज सोचने पे मजबूर करते हैं कि हमारे पास तो सब कुछ है, then what is it that should stop us? And why should we stop in aspiring what we have, what we vision for ourselves in our life? And last week I was interacting with very brave young women, I would say, at a podcast called Shiro's TV. So this is an initiative by Chhau Foundation, which is working for last more than like 2 decades for the rehabilitation of the acid attack survivors. So almost 300 plus girls they have rehabilitated and they have been not only living life, they have been contributing meaningfully. और मेरी जब उनसे इंटरेक्शन हुई, सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ थॉट्स वर कमिंग दैट सी हाउ क्रूअल कैन बी द सोसाइटी दैट it is indulging into such kind of violent things that you are actually forcing the victim to die. And still these girls are not losing hope, and these girls are aiming to live, and not only aiming to live, they are contributing. Now they are becoming financially independent and they are becoming role models. So friends, look around the people with whom you interact and change the narrative. That is how we have to aspire to be a transformational leader. Swami Vivekananda ji always laid emphasis in the power of youth, and he always said that my faith lies in the younger generation. Our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, he always says that youth is the beneficiary of change and youth is also the agent of change. So when you are becoming the agent of change, you definitely would benefit from this change. Mahatma Gandhi ji always said, be the change you wish to see in the world. So if you want things to change around you, you have to actually contribute. And when we are dreaming of, when we are aiming for our country to become a Viksit Bharat in 2047, it cannot become a developed country without contribution of each one of us. And how we contribute, that is up to you to decide. एंड फ्रेंड्स, ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आप सिविल सर्विसेज में आएंगे तो ही आप समाज के लिए कर सकते हैं. यू ऑल मस्ट हैव रेड अबाउट मिस जी माधवी लता, द इंजीनियर हु स्पेंट ईयर्स टुगेदर, 17 years in designing and working on the Chenab Bridge, which was inaugurated or given to the, dedicated to the country last month by the Honorable Prime Minister, the highest bridge over a river bed in the world. That is by engineers from our country. 2 days back, we celebrated the return of IEF Group Captain Mr. Sudhanshu Shukla ji, who led the human space mission, the Axiom 4. And उनका मैसेज सुबह में एक वीडियो उन्होंने रिलीज किया, वो मैं देख रही थी. उन्होंने एक ही बात लास्ट में बोली कि ऊपर से भी देखने में अपना देश कैसे लगता है कि सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. सो वी हैव टू फ्रेंड्स, you know, have our energy channelized towards making this country proud. And this is not a single day contribution. This is a lifelong vision. आप जो भी करियर प्रोफेशन चूज करेंगे, हाउ डू यू काइंड ऑफ contribute towards nation building, that is also very, very important. And friends, there is this VGPA formula which I always share with the students: the vision, goal, plan and action. What do you visualize yourself, say, after 5, 7, 10 years? You want to become a doctor, you want to become a professor, you want to become an IAS officer, you want to become a scientist. How do you visualize yourself? Break into the achievable units, which are the goals. Goals are your achievable units, and then you need to have a plan or a strategy to achieve that. And then your action or your taking steps is most important. Unless and until you take steps, you will not be able to achieve that. So this VGPA, friends, is very, very important. And along with this, I also share 5 C's with the students. So what are these 5 C's? Because everybody wants to become a leader, everybody wants to become a change maker, and everybody wants to have that X factor. You know, what is my X factor? What is my unique factor? Everybody kinds of repeatedly think about. So for me, the 5 C's are the clarity, the courage, the consistency, the collaboration and the compassion. Clarity is very, very important. Clarity in your vision, in your thinking, in your mindset. Courage to kind of doubts around you, sometimes relating to your intention की suppose late working hours है. For example, ये बहुत छोटी चीज़ें लग सकती हैं, but ये practical है कि क्या आप 6 बजे के बाद 7 बजे के बाद आप काम के लिए available हो? Because in civil services we know every office has a time attached. बट वर्किंग तो उसके बियॉन्ड होती ही होती है, सो वेदर यू विल बी एबल टू वर्क. एंड देन ऐसी काफ़ी सारी प्रोफाइल्स मैंने जैसे बताया कि मेरी लाइफ में रही जिसमें पहले कभी कोई लेडी ऑफिसर की पोस्टिंग नहीं हुई थी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, त्रिपुरा में आई वॉज पोस्टेड इन गोमती डिस्ट्रिक्ट एज अ कलेक्टर in 2014. In May 2014, I was the first woman officer ever since its inception to be posted as a collector, as a woman collector. In Agartala Municipal Corporation, way back in 2012, I was the first woman CEO of that corporation. Jhajjar mein, when I was in Haryana, so I joined as a deputy commissioner in 2017. But वहाँ almost 10-12 साल पहले कोई एक lady officer deputy commissioner रहे थे, तो बीच में they had only seen male officers.
So one of the incident which I can recall here is that I had gone as a collector in my field visit. और जब मैं गाड़ी से एक्चुअली उतरी तो गांव के लोग थे और एक गांव की बुजुर्ग महिला भी थी, 2-3 महिलाएं थी, तो वो भी खड़ी थी मेरे को वेलकम करने के लिए, डिप्टी कमिश्नर को वेलकम करने के लिए. तो जब मैं गाड़ी से उतरी तो उनमें से एक बुजुर्ग महिला जो थी उन्होंने बोला, यही छोरी डीसी है के. तो उनको ये समझ ही नहीं आया कि मैं ही डिप्टी कमिश्नर हूँ. बिकॉज 2 रीज़न है. एक तो यही कि उनको ऐसा लगा कि ये तो शी इज सीमिंगली यंग एंड मतलब वो एक उनके माइंड में ऐसा परसेप्शन था कि कोई मेल ऑफिसर ही होने चाहिए, कुछ मेच्योर लुकिंग ऑफिसर ही होने चाहिए. तो मैंने उनको बोला, माता जी मैं ही डीसी हूँ और मैं डीसी बन सकती हूँ, तो आपके घर में जो पोती हैं और जो भी बच्चियाँ हैं आप उनको पढ़ाओगे अच्छा, तो वो डीसी क्या वो प्रधानमंत्री भी बन सकती हैं हमारे देश की. तो ये तो हमारे ऊपर है. तो when we talk about women in leadership profile, there is always a doubt surrounding them, but yes, they have been handling things very meticulously with their challenge. And one more thing is, they are always with women, the beautiful thing which has been given to us by God, by the law of nature, becoming a mother, bearing a child, giving birth to a baby, and then you have to breastfeed. तो कुछ लीव तो आप लेते हो, यू गेट मैटर्निटी लीव, यू ऑल्सो गेट चाइल्ड केयर लीव, बट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम यू समटाइम्स ऑल्सो फील दैट यू आर आउट ऑफ योर प्रोफेशनल हायरार्की. क्योंकि आपकी, जैसे मेरे साथ भी ऐसे हुआ कि जैसे मैं जब लीव पे हूँ तो मेरे बैचमेट्स की पोस्टिंग हो रही है या उनका प्रमोशन हो रहा है, बट आई एम एट होम, so you have that feeling. But what is most important is that how do you balance out your responsibility as a mother, as an administrator, and that definitely women officers are doing very beautifully. Way back in 1951, when Madam Anna Raja Malhotra, she was the first woman ICS officer of this country. First women ICS officer, 1951, Anna Raja Malhotra madam. And when she was selected, there was a service caveat which was written in her joining rules that if she marries, she will have to resign. This is documented in ma'am's interview. So see the kind of prejudice which had prevailed. Later on then, of course, she must have raised voice against that, and that provision was then removed. She married to one of the officer only. And since then, we are seeing how women are now performing, women are coming into leadership. We are seeing how women officers are becoming secretaries to Government of India. Women are becoming chief secretaries, how women are becoming DGPs. Women are holding ranks in various defense and armed forces, paramilitary forces. So now scenario has changed a lot. But मुझे पर्सनली यही लगता है कि समाज में वो मानसिक बदलाव आ रहा है, और वही बदलाव है जो पैरिटी का एक जो इंडिकेटर है. बिकॉज वेन एवर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इक्वालिटी, द इक्वालिटी और द पैरिटी हैज़ टू कम इन आवर माइंड सेट्स. बाकी सारी चीज़ें, फाइनेंशियल, इकोनॉमिक, वो सब चीज़ें आर secondary. We have to treat them as equal counterparts. Just to add on, COVID-19 pandemic में there was a data released by NCRB on the cases registered under the Domestic Violence Act. And that report mentioned that there is a rise in the number of cases. ये recent ही है, COVID pandemic अभी आया था. तो एनसीआरबी की रिपोर्ट ने लिखा कि देयर इज अ राइज इन द नंबर ऑफ केसेस रजिस्टर्ड अंडर द डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस एक्ट 2005. फ्रेंड्स, अगर ये राइज हो रहा है तो ये राइज कहाँ से आ रहा है? इट इज़ एक्चुअली शोइंग दैट द मेल काउंटर पार्ट आर काइंड ऑफ फीलिंग फ्रस्ट्रेटेड और सफोकेटेड, स्टेइंग एट होम. They are missing their workplaces or whatever, we don't know. And then they are kind of venting out their feelings on the female counterparts in families. 2022-23 का डेटा है ये. So समझना है कि समाज में मानसिकता का बदलाव जब तक नहीं आएगा, हम जितनी भी बातें कर लें, इसीलिए मेरी जब भी मेरी फील्ड में जितनी भी पोस्टिंग रही है, कोशिश मैंने यही की है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बात हो। झज्जर में हमने कैंपेन का नाम ही, जो हमने बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ कैंपेन का जो नाम रखा, उसको मैंने नाम ही ये दिया, सोच पे दस्तक, अ नॉक ऑन द माइंड सेट, बिकॉज सब चीज़ें यहीं से रूल्ड हैं। आप तभी इक्वल एक्सेस ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी देंगे अपने घर में बेटी को, वाइफ को, बहन को, पोती को, जब आप उनको मानसिक रूप से with your mindset you have to treat them equal, right?